Today I'm going to show you one of my most favorite pens. I mean, this pen is very close to my heart, and it's not an unboxing. This is a click pen. This is not really an unboxing because I have been using this pen for a very long time. I just sort out the box and wanted to take it out to give the feel. Now this is a click Renaissance pen. Why I like it, I will be telling you, but this particular pen, I mean, Renaissance comes in different colors. There's the Michelangelo, there's the Raphael, there's the Leonardo da Vinci. So many models are there, but I love this one the most. And this is very, many people call it the Panda, though Click does not officially call this pen the Panda, but this is known as the Panda, and people love it as the Panda. As a matter of fact, I have got friends from China, from Japan, and from other countries, also from Bangladesh and European countries, who have requested me personally to send them this pen. I mean, this is a huge hit globally, and as you can see, this is a beautiful pen. But more than that, you have click written here. The clip is there. There are the two rings, and then the standard click nib, and this is a cartridge converter pen. So this is already inked, as you can see, because I was using this. I constantly use it. So I just put it in the box to give the feel. Anyway, what I want to say is I'll also be showing you writing samples with this pen, but that's later. But more important than that, I want to discuss something. Now that we are talking about click, I want to discuss something about click today with you people, and I think it's going to make a lot of sense, and I want your inputs on this, because a couple of days back I was talking to this gentleman who's also a very renowned fountain pen lover and a collector and things like that, someone like us. And we were discussing as to which Indian company has it in itself to emerge as the winner in this fountain pen race in India, say over the next 5 or 10 years. And when he asked me this question, I mean, he's also a very renowned journalist, so he was thinking from a different angle. And this whole conversation, I should also tell you, started because of the way the rupee is falling against the dollar. You know, with the value of rupee falling and the dollar becoming dearer, import of fountain pens and inks will become gradually more and more expensive. So when that happens, companies that make pens in India, Indian companies, will naturally have an advantage. Now, and among the Indian companies, those companies that source their raw materials locally will have an even bigger advantage. And this is one of the reasons why I am rooting for Click, because Click is a homebred, homegrown company, and it will have huge advantages. I mean, I will not be surprised if China loses out to a very great extent, at least, the price advantage that they have over our pens. So that's one. But going back to the conversation that we were having, and to justify why Click will become the winner, he asked me for a reason. I told him I'll give you 10 reasons. And these are the 10 reasons. I mean, just before doing this video, I was just writing them down. I was writing them down here. So what I'll do is I'll tell you these 10 reasons why I believe Click will be the clear winner in the Indian fountain pen space within the, say, next 5 or 10 years. It's not to say, it's not to belittle Click or Click's position as of now. Click is already huge. Click is already huge, but I'm sure they're going to retain the position, work on it, and do even better within a very short span of time. Now, going back to the reasons. Number one is quality. You know, Click's quality is phenomenal. If you see this pen is as good as any other pen that you can buy from any other place in the world within this price range, of course. I mean, you cannot compare an apple to a pear. If you are comparing apple to apple in this price range, in this quality is virtually unbeatable. So Click's quality is phenomenal. That's number one. Number two is the numbers. The sheer number of pens that Click makes in a year, in a month, is huge. It's huge. It's not like someone sitting in a STD, ISD shop somewhere in the backwaters and churning out pens by hand. It's not like that. These guys are professional people. They have their factories. They have their, raw material sourcing systems in place, and they are doing a phenomenal job. And when they say 1,000,000 smiles and counting, that's the Click byline. When Click says 1,000,000 smiles and counting, they mean it. And there's a lot of strength in what they are saying. So number two is the numbers, the sheer numbers in which Click plays. Number three is distribution. Now, I may start a fountain pen business tomorrow, but where I will fail is in distributing. India is a huge country. Forget about going across the world. Even in India, going across outside my village or going outside my city and selling is not an easy thing. Click has been doing this since the 70s, so they're at it for more than 50 years now. And in the last 40, 50 years, they have established a very well-oiled distribution system, so which will give them a huge edge over the competition. Number four is the impeccable after-sales service that Click has. Let me repeat this: impeccable after-sales service. Why I say this? There have been so many instances where people have complained about Click pens to me. I've got back to Harsh Gagwani, the owner of Click, and immediately, no questions asked, no कि आप हमको भेज दो, you send me the pen, let me see what is wrong. He doesn't ask questions, he just sends a replacement. It's as simple as that. That's number one. Number two is this guy, Harsh Gagwani, he addresses customer complaints, customer problems personally. Now that's a big thing. For a company of Click's size, for the owner to personally address your issues, and mind you, most of the issues with fountain pens that I have come across with Click pens are not because of Click's faults. They are primarily because of people who don't know how to use a pen, who don't know how to write with the pen. I mean, I won't say don't know because that may be too harsh. What I'll say is they're not used to writing with a pen. So this is why a lot of issues crop up. And the moment such an issue crops up, I can count at least 10 such issues where Harsh Gagwani has immediately responded and he has sent the pens. So their after sales is impeccable. And I salute them for that. Number 5 is their manufacturing process. You know, their prowess of manufacturing. Everything is in-house. These guys have a well-oiled manufacturing system. It has to be seen to be believed. They're highly efficient and they're doing a great job. So number six, if you believe, is that Click is a family-run business. Now that's a very big thing. I mean, as opposed to a limited concern where that personal touch is not there. Click is a family-run business. Harsh Gagwani is the third generation in the business, so he's concerned about the reputation of his father and his grandfather. He's worried about their reputation. He doesn't want to do any hanky-panky because he knows that his family pride, the worth of him as a Gagwani, is rides on this pen. So that's why these people are so serious about the quality, about their concern. Number 7 is the brand. Now, Click is a well-established brand. It's probably one of those brands which has the highest amount of recall in terms of among the fountain pen lovers. Their top of the mind recall of a Click pen is very high. And when I have been talking to many people about brands, about fountain pen and ink brands, and their recall, their top of the mind recall, the associates, the words that they associate with Click or with these brands. And with Click, most of the people associate quality, which is a very good thing, because people believe that Click stands for quality, Click stands for genuineness. Number 8 would be the pricing. The pricing of Click is very easy. I won't say these are cheap pens. These are not cheap pens. It's not something that you buy just because sabse sasta hai. You are buying it because it's a good thing, the quality is good, it's a brand that you can trust, it's something that you can use, and so it's very affordable. At the same time, you are paying for quality. You are paying, probably, as a matter of fact, probably you can find there are so many people, in fact, who are copying Click products now, and I've seen the same way that China copies German or Japanese products. There are people here in India who copy Click products, so, and they come cheap. But the thing is, this quality is not possible for them to match. Number 2, the price. You may be paying a little more when you are buying a genuine Click product, but it's worth it. Mark my words, it's worth it. Number 9 is user friendliness. You look at this pen, I mean, very simply, look at how it writes, look at how it holds, look at how it feels in your hand, the weight, the balance. There's so much of thought that's gone into the making of this pen. This has been perfected over so many years, and this is such a good value for money, beautiful pen that you can use, and this is going to be something that you are going to use for a very long period of time. This can be a daily carry pen, and this can easily be a daily carry pen, and that is another reason that that is what will make a Click a winner. And number 10, of course, is the acceptability. Click pens are not only sold across India, sold in the web, sold in the net, they are also sold across the world. This is a very popular pen, as I was saying, in different countries. They're sold in America, in the most discerning fountain pen markets of America and Europe, this pen is sold as a click pen, as a proud Indian product. So the acceptability, which is the 10th point that I said, is very good. Now, probably many of you don't know, but Click has been working as an OEM for many years. So, Click is one company that is well versed with the quality norms of the best fountain pen makers in the world, among the best, of course, and because they have been working with with these companies, and they have been providing them with providing or working with them as an OEM. So the thing that I'm trying to say is that there are instances where you may end up buying a foreign pen not knowing that it is a Click product. So what I mean, going back to what I was saying, uh, this is a beautiful pen. I love this pen. I carry it most of the time. I've been using it for close to a year now, and I think more than a year, because this was during the first phase of the lockdown and on, when I got this pen, and this has been my companion through the different through those terrible times of the lockdown. What I'll do now is I'll show you some writing samples, of course, but uh, I mean, just take a look how beautifully it writes. Thank you for listening to my rambling, and yes, I am certain that Click is going to emerge as the number one fountain pen brand in India. I will certainly love it if you guys put in your comments. Let's have a healthy discussion on this, because at the end of the day, it's about India winning. So, I mean, I think I'll put my money where my mouth is and bet on Click. But you may not think similarly. You may think differently. So let's have a conversation, and let's. I mean, I told you the 10 reasons why Click is going to win, and I'm sure there will be other reasons, and I'm sure this is going to happen, but let's see and let's keep our fingers crossed. In the meantime, I'm going to use this pen and I'm going to love it. Thank you.